Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to 6 in 60. It's the name of a podcast. Our website, very similar. It's 6in60.net. I am your host, Charlie Rivera, joined by Gerard Nolan. This is episode 36. You are listening to Slip, Slide, Melting from For the Love, Not Lisa from the Crow soundtrack. And it is fucking awesome. That's the bottom fact right there. It is awesome as a motherfucker. That is a fact. Crow soundtrack. I'm still obsessed with it.
You are.
From last week all the way to now. It just rules. It rules. You rule. I rule.
Out.
Everything
That's
rules.
fucking professional.
I don't fuck
shit.
around. I don't fuck around, man.
This new equipment, man.
I don't. As the Germans say, I don't fuck around. You know, they've been in America for a while.
You don't das.
So the
fuck
fucking
around.
vape juice that you're smoking right now smells
I'm
like
vaping?
burnt asshole.
Yeah.
No, I'm always gonna call it smoking. Make it not smoke.
It's not smoke.
It is. What the fuck are you talking
It's
about?
vapor.
I don't give a fuck what makes the cloud. It's smoke.
Not smoke.
You cannot take one of the most popular things in common vernacular and pretend it's not a popular piece of vernacular,
It's
bro.
vaporized, like.
Oh my
liquid.
God.
It's-
I'm not the government trying to shut you down, bro. Don't fucking
It's
come
not
at me.
being the government.
I'll
It's not
use that
vapor.
word. I'll use that word. I'll use the word you hate. I'll do it. I'm a fucking madman.
That's not even being a hipster.
It's a little
It's
you
vapor.
fighting over the name of it is a hipster move.
It's not.
And don't blow into the
smoke.
mic. I'll punch you in the
I'm
cunt.
not blowing into the
You
mic.
just did. You want me to do the playback? I can do the playback. I'll do it in the whole studio. The Drunken Monkey studio, not the Vapey Vape Smoke Shop studio. Your hair looks like it's on fire. 'Cause
It
the
does,
smoke
right?
got caught in there. Tell me,
God
sir.
damn it, it's not smoke.
Tell me. I know it's not that
The
company.
shitty one that I was using just before.
You
that
don't.
I
No.
switched out.
Let's be honest. It tastes fine. It's
Tastes
me and
fine,
Jen that
it
thinks
just-
it smells like
yeah.
doo-doo cocky.
Yeah, it's.
That's not our problem. But tell
I
us
don't even want to
good-
give them fucking.
Tell us a good
Ugh.
sponsor.
Good sponsor.
A good sponsor.
Ooh,
Tell me someone who we like and we love.
CharliesChalkDust.com.
Oh my God! It has my name.
It does have your name. Awesome. They're from California. They make premium liquid,
Oh shit!
and it's
The-
fucking
I will say
delicious. And
this.
the names are ridiculous.
I,
Like peanut butter and Jesus. Really delicious.
Which ironically, because it does, I imagine, taste like peanut butter. It smells like peanut butter,
And
so I
it's-
don't like that one.
Really?
Because I'm allergic to peanut butter.
That's true.
the
I'm
smell-
that one I
The
exclusively
smell
don't vape in here. Yeah.
tells my brain don't like it. But with that being said, Charlie's Chalk Dust always smells what I presume as good as it tastes.
Yeah.
Because all the ones that you're like, this one's my favorite, and I won't name. I'm not going to play favorites with our sponsor. But the ones that you
Yeah.
point out as your favorites, or other people that I know that smoke it. It always gives a nice little fucking smell is in the air. So tell me a little bit about Charlie's Chalk Dust. Do they do a promo code? Do they just buy shit? What's the story?
You just go on their website, you pick what you want, and you fucking order it. That's it. No promo code, unfortunately, but
Not unfortunately, fuck them. We do enough. We're telling
you
them
don't.
it exists.
You don't even need a discount with them. Just pay all the money. You should be paying them more
Honestly,
for what you're
if you
getting.
want, you just send them an extra couple bucks.
That's it.
Send it back in the return envelope.
Yeah.
Here's some money. And then Charlie's Chalk Dust should send us that money. Because I like that money. We're also brought to you by Dell's Rant, a fantasy football podcast that's going to ensure you do better than last week. I promise it. Dell promises it. Check it out, dellsrant.podbean.com or the Facebook, Dell's Rant. It's on Facebook, stupid. So just Facebook /
And
or
we're on
go to
Facebook.
Facebook
Everyone's
and
on
just do the
Facebook.
search. We are, of course, on Facebook. So is Read U.S. Comics. Read U.S. Comics will prove, U.S. Comics rather. Read U.S. Comics is our website, readuscomics.com. U.S. Comics promises one thing, and we're not going to rehash the old bullshit that Marvel and DC are so infatuated with. What do I mean by that? Why am I attacking companies that I love? And I do love them. It's because they've fallen from grace, in my opinion. It's been a long time since those books rewarded me for reading everything. So what are we going to do? We're going to start from the ground up. We're going to build our own universe. ReadUSComics.com. Right now, we do have a trailer up. Kickstart is coming soon. You're going to start seeing art and other things. If you go to our Facebook, you can see a couple preview pieces. Song of the week this week is brought to you by Charlie's Chalk Dust. You already heard it. It was Slip Side Melting, and it was goddamn awesome. So thank you to Charlie's Chalk Dust for that. Gerard, can I ask you a question, pal?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
Which was your favorite Ninja Turtle?
Leo. It was always Leo. I don't
Why
know why.
Leo?
I don't know. Leo and then Mikey. Raph was the third, and Donnie. I mean, come on, we all can say that Donnie was like the fifth favorite fucking Ninja Turtle.
Rude.
Even April O'Neil beat him out.
She beat him off?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
ouch, ouch.
It's
was
that
the word.
fucking bow staff, man. That phallic fucking device.
So you would want to do the double katana?
Yeah.
The double katana?
Oh, yeah. He's too sly to have just one sword.
I
man.
think Raph is by far the coolest. I
Oh,
don't
he
think
is,
there's any
definitely.
argument. He's cool, but
Yeah.
rude. I don't even think he's being rude.
Killer
I think
dude.
he's just a party dude. I think he's a party dude, and I think people take his eccentricities to mean he's crass. He doesn't settle for horse shit.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about someone else who doesn't settle for horse shit. This story comes from the Seattle Post-Intelligencer under the unimprovable headline, Nunchuck-wielding shampoo thief charged in bus-based sword attack. That's right. 26-year-old
Leo?
26-year-old Sharnika Joy Armstead took exception to being jostled by a man aboard a Seattle bus who bumped into her as she was sitting down and responded by first slapping the taste out of his mouth, then following him off the bus and waving what police describe as a sheathed 18-inch sword. No stranger to assault charges with archaic weapons, Armstead had only been recently released from jail, where she was serving a 74-day sentence for attacking two grocery store employees with a pair of homemade nunchucks when they confronted her about stealing a bottle of shampoo. Armstead is also accused of brutally beating another woman in a separate incident at a women's shelter, presumably with a battle staff and/or a set of size. That part I made up, but I feel like it has to be true. Who just busts out a sword? Do you yell "Hiya" after you're done? What the?
Swords don't run out of bullets, so
All right, we get it. You and Missy are prepped for the zombie apocalypse. I'm talking about 2015 on a Seattle bus, and you're busting out kung fu shit.
Yeah. You don't really expect that anymore with all the shootings going on and shit. Some motherfucker pulls out a sword. What are you gonna do?
I mean, I'm gonna leave because
yeah,
I'd rather
that's
not.
the first thing you want to do. But guy starts swinging a sword around. Fuck, man.
Do you yell "Hiya"? What if you're the guy?
Oh yeah,
Now,
I would yell out something like "banana fritters." Just yell out something really weird.
So you
like
have
he fucking pulled out
you
a
have an
sword.
insanity plea built in.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Smart.
Banana fritters.
Banana fritters.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. You're a big Corn fan, right?
Corn, the band?
No, the delicious food.
Yeah.
Yes, the band.
Oh, damn it!
Double swerve.
You fucking tricked me.
I swerved you
yes,
once, then I swerved you again.
Very
Left
much
to
so.
right, swerve to swerve, swerve time. It's my new character. I sing all my things
You
that I do.
sing. Oh, it was like the other fucking day, the last recording, the Blood Moon fucking recording.
The Blood Moon Lost.
Oh,
all my new characters.
God.
You don't like my new characters?
What was that character we were driving? And you were very last minute. You're like, I'm not going to tell you. Because we're going to Max, and I haven't been to the new shop yet, so I didn't know where I was
awesome
going.
Shop.
Oh my god, amazing! Right? I went there during the hurricane, and the shit was fucking packed. That whole part, like, good for him.
I mean, the new Atomic is for those of you that live in the Shirley region, or really anywhere on Long Island. Frankly, anywhere in the world, you want to come on down to our good friend Max shop, Atomic Comics, located at. I'm pulling up the new address, and I'm not gonna edit this weird thing up because I blame my phone. Damn it!
It's no longer 895D
not.
Montauk Highway, Shirley, New York 11967.
It is not that address. It is this address, 451 Glen Drive, Shirley, New York, 11967. That's 451 Glen Drive, Shirley, New York, 11967. Doesn't have the same je ne sais quoi.
Yeah, he needs to move back. He needs to get out of the amazing shop, go back to the shitty shop. And it wasn't shitty because it was just a shitty parking lot, and just everything about it. He was the only good fucking store in that fucking shopping center. But now he's
surrounded by delicious food.
He's just a coup de grace now. It's just amazing.
Yeah, it's just the best. I love the new Atomic Comics, but what the hell is the point of this? My many new characters. You'll see them sprinkled.
Yeah, you had one where you just like left, Go left.
That was overly
It was
serious GPS man.
That's what it was. God damn it. How could I forget?
How could it's such a catchy title?
It
But you
was.
were a big fan of Korn, right? Or still
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, for the most
Thanks
part.
for covering for me almost
When
passing out just
when
now.
fucking Head the guitarist and Fieldy the bass player aren't, talking about Jesus, and fucking Jonathan Davis is not fucking talking about crazy government shit. Like, that's okay. Let me get onto this real quick.
Oh
though.
God.
When I'm going to a concert, and let's say, you're not Rage Against the Machine, you're not a band that's known for your political statements in your songs and whatnot, like System of a Down and whatnot. I don't fucking care. Play fucking Got the Life, play Freak on a Leash, play all your hits, play Adidas so I could sing All Day I Dream About Sex. I don't want to hear your stance on abortion and fucking the government and how it's ruining and Obama deception. I don't fucking care. That's like, I went to see fucking Van Halen a couple of years back, and fucking David Lee Roth comes out on stage with a guitar and just was talking. They weren't even playing a song. He was just like strumming a little bit and then talking about how they just used to smoke pot in their basement, play fucking drinking games. That was awesome. You're going to talk about shit? Talk about that. Talk about your songs. Talk about your fucking rock star life. Don't talk about the government, the false flag, and 9/11. I don't fucking care
So you're not
about
a
your
fan.
political or religious fucking views. Entertain me,
So
monkey
you're
boy.
not. One of the things you like most about Korn is that they don't ever weigh in politically.
No, they do that, and
Because
it's fucking annoying.
here's their political weigh-ins. Davis supported Ron Paul back in 2012. It seemed like a missed opportunity to not ask who he would throw his hat in line with. This is again from Death and Taxes. Davis lamented, "They all suck. The fucking candidates, they all suck. Why can't there be anybody good? I just want
like
the America
that.
I had as a kid growing up, and it's not that no more. I like Rand Paul, but that's never gonna fucking happen. Ron Paul should have been president, but that would never have happened. I believe presidents are chosen, not elected. Why is every president fucking related? Tell me that. No little guy is gonna make it. It's all so corrupt." So then he was asked if he would entertain a hypothetical shot at being leader of the free world. I don't want that job. Look at Obama. He's aged like 50 years. Every president, when they get that job, look at him from when they started to when they ended. It's gotta be hell. Um, I think it's just
That's
fucking
cool, but
amazing.
that's not at. Was that at a concert or was it just like an interview?
It was an interview.
So that's fine. Like, that's okay. That context, that situation, fine. You're being interviewed, you're talking about politics, fine. But when I'm paying to fucking hear like some songs off your new shit and some classics, don't slip that shit in there again, unless you're fucking Rage Against the Machine or fucking System of a Down or some of Lamb of God shit when they did some political songs. Like, that's, fine. That's what you're known for.
You'll sign off on it.
Yeah, I'll sign off on that, But again, like, this is also coming from a guy who's not also, not interested. And it's sad. Like, I should be more interested in the, what's going on politically, but I'm not. I've never been that guy, and I'm okay with that. Religion, I have my views about it, but I also don't like, I've always come from the place of, respect other people's, beliefs. I don't fucking care as long as you're not hurting anyone. I don't care what you fucking believe in. You could believe in a spaghetti monster. You could believe in a fucking new pop that just came out and you think it's the Lost Prophet. Fine, whatever. As long as you're not hurting anyone and you're not fucking shoving it down my throat when I want you to play fucking whatever, ironic or something.
Not to take a crazy sidestep. I really do think you should pay a little bit closer attention to the political field. Now, let me explain why, though, because I don't mean it in like in a big brother, little brother way. I simply mean just because it is our world. So, for example,
I would vote for fucking Jon Stewart if he fucking,
Yeah, but what if Jon Stewart ran and then he was like, higher taxes for the middle class, and I'm gonna rape babies. So it's
it gets to it's a certain point where I care, but like,
yeah, I mean, I really, especially the little elections.
Yeah.
Just food for thought. I'm not.
Oh no, I try and pay
podcast.
attention to town fucking, like mayors, and,
I
smaller,
just because those
because that affects
us
our community.
ridiculously, and also
Yeah.
I do think that the fact that and I'm not trying to make anyone feel shitty for their beliefs, but the fact that someone like Trump has gotten so far in this process
Oh my
makes me
God.
mourn for the Republican
I
Party.
joke about it, like voting for Trump. Haha, he's such a wild card. He's so
See,
funny.
I legitimately have
no,
friends who are going to
he
vote for
is
Trump
like
if he makes it
I would
that far.
never.
And
Like,
I just think it's a clown
it's a joke.
shoe.
It's a fucking joke.
It's a joke that no longer is funny. For a little while, I won't lie, I enjoyed
Yeah.
his antics. I thought it helped. He truly did change the landscape of politics because you can't get away with your old political
Yeah.
horseshit. Because he's such a fucking psycho.
He's a
But
wild card.
But
and
he's a
yeah.
fucking psycho.
Yeah.
And therein lies the rub. It's like this is bad.
Mhm.
So, but again, that's just a little fucking sidebar.
Yeah.
So I will say that.
No, I
to
believe
say,
it's starting small and within your community and voting for certain things like
I
that.
do think
That's
it's just
fine.
it's all of our
Yeah.
responsibilities, and I'm
Yeah.
not just saying line up with me. Although if you want to vote and just double
Yeah.
my vote, great. Let me know. I'll send you all my info. To completely shift gears, and then prep your little citrus
Maybe.
story, my friend. The last time we checked in with Tom Hanks, rapping prodigy Chester Chet Hayes Hanks, he was fucking arguing almost endlessly to be able to use the word nigger in his lyrics and Instagram videos because all his favorite rappers use it. So why shouldn't he get to use it as well? Now he's
I
apologized.
can think of one reason.
And he blamed it on being a coked out asshole. So in a series of videos posted to Instagram, the wealthy fuck up apologized for his cavalier use of the word nigger and blamed it on the pressures of being Tom Hanks' son. Aw, let's all take a minute to feel bad for the son of a rich guy. At the end of the day, all that stupid shit I was doing, that's not who I am. That's not who I want to be. It's been a long journey for me discovering who I am because of all the pressures I've had to deal with in my life. Being the son of my dad and everything, it's just trying to figure out where I fit in. And another thing, that stuff I was in the media about using the N-word and everything, I know a lot of you understand the point I was trying to make, but it's not my place to speak on it, and I'm genuinely sorry for the people that I offended. I feel like I understood the point he was trying to make, and I still think he's a fucking asshole. He also spoke out about his struggles with drug addiction and the time he spent in rehab. Exactly right. Hey, I just want to say, I know like my name has been in the media about me like going missing or getting kidnapped or something. I just want to let y'all know I've been in rehab. I'm just trying to get my shit together and I'm doing a pretty damn good job. And you know what I'm saying. A couple months ago, I was selling coke, doing coke till I couldn't even snort it up my nose anymore because it was so clogged. I haven't smoked crack. If I can change, you can change. There is a solution. I just had to take a look at myself and my life and the way shit was going and all that crazy, stupid shit I was doing and just finally admit to myself that it wasn't working and I had to try something new. And that thing was to not do drugs or alcohol. Listen, Chet, you're a dummy. I think you're a fucking dummy, bro. One, you look like an asshole. If you're Tom Hanks, because Tom Hanks' other son is like an actor. And he's perfectly normal. And he's on a very funny TV show.
Some people go left, some people go right.
It's not about going left or right. It's going at some point, if you hit a brick wall of futility, if the whole world is like Gerard and Charlie are fucking assholes, we pack up shop. We close down the fucking studio and it's a wrap, bro. If we become a laughing stock, if our parents should be ashamed of us, truly ashamed, not the low end shame that they feel, we fucking call it a day. Go away, Chet Hanks. Stop it. Stop it. You're a Hanks, motherfucker. Act like one.
Yeah, that's true.
Why do you have to sell coke, dummy? You can't get a job. You can't get a fucking I'm Tom Hanks' son job.
You don't even have to. You don't have to do dick for the rest of your life. He owns an island. Fuck you.
Just go live on Daddy's Island. Chill in Hanksville, dummy. Oh, it makes me so mad.
If my dad owned fucking 1% of what fucking Tom Hanks owns, guess what? I'm not working ever. I will totally be fine with that. If you can come to terms with the fact that you have no talent You don't do dick. Fucking continue living your life as the talentless dickhead. You know, the offspring of the super talented, famous, awesome Tom Hanks.
But I feel like you don't even have to be good at anything if you're Tom Hanks' son. You can get a job. He was fucking rapping. Will Smith that shit, take it down a notch, and go fucking do parties. You can get rich in fucking 3 years, and then you're done.
Because they feel like they have to be something, you know, as important or more than their father.
A beat.
Like
Drop
they have,
a beat right now. I'm gonna be Chet Hanks.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, yeah.
Boom, boom.
What? Can you
boom,
at least keep it consistent? Thanks.
Boom.
You're ruining the gag.
Boom.
My name is Chet Hanks, and my dad's famous. He's in many movies, and you like to diss on me. But here's the fact: you are not the son of a little toy that told a story to
it's
everyone.
Your boy.
Ha ha! Done! I just made $1 million if I was a motherfucking Hanks.
Huh.
$1 million, that's a hit. Jam. That's my jam. That's my jam. That's my jam.
I already have a ringtone.
That's my jam.
It's my ringback for when people call me now.
As opposed to,
hey, man. I just fucking decided not to pay that. If you call me, we'll put this. When I had to fucking call into the show, well, you called me. I had a ringback. Fucking years ago. I can't remember what song it was. I think it was
Ain't no holla back girl. Ain't no holla back girl.
This shit is bananas. Probably that. But anyway, so I stopped paying for it. I just turned it off. But they don't default. They don't bring it back to like the normal
it goes
fucking
right
ring.
To the for your entertainment. Here's a Verizon. What they should do is they should make it really offensive.
They should be like, I'm an asshole that didn't pay my bill, so we took his song and turned it into this shit song.
They should
Fuck
just
you.
do 180 from whatever song you had. So you probably had like Death Clock or something.
I think I did.
And they should have made that shit Skater Boy.
Oh god.
You would definitely pay to get fucking Death Clock back.
I would.
$1.99 back in Verizon's pocket, baby.
Totally not worth the fucking money, dude. Ugh.
I love the full-on yawn.
I was trying not to yawn and talk
failed.
at the same time.
You failed.
This is the not typical recording fucking time. At least I'm not crying and calling into my own show.
That's
true. Mean, that's a plus.
Or crying running the board, being like, please don't break. Why did you break? You're such a bully. Oh, whoa. I like citrus. Do you like citrus? That's a bit heavy-handed. Here's my rap about orange juice. What up? What up? Listen right now. I like when there is no pulp. He likes when there is some pulp. He is wrong because pulp is gross. I don't want to eat my drink. We could
just loop that. Fuck the article.
Yeah. Reading articles with my boy G. Sitting in my Bacardi. Because I just peed my pants a bit. And I was really drunk. So it smells like Bacardi. Don't hide your laughs. I'm funny.
Jesus Christ.
Laugh for the people.
I'm not. Why do I have to always be over the top thespian laugh?
You don't have to be over the top, but I would like a little credit for my hilarity.
It was amazing.
I hate you.
Good job.
Tell me your little gay story.
This came from, you know, you were asking me, so like, what do you got? What do you got? I kept naming shit. You're like, yeah, good. We'll do it in that. Okay, well, then we'll do that order. And then we'll go. And then all of a sudden, it's like, so tell me about your little story. It's not mine. Came from HuffingtonPost.com. And it reads, hold on, tablet. Not working. Florida man.
Great job, prep boy.
I'm
just kidding.
Florida man accused of stealing $540,000 worth of citrus.
Damn, that's a lot of citrus.
Aren't you in some trouble now?
Boo. Who wrote that article?
I'll get to it, but a Florida man is accused of stealing more than 4 million pounds of citrus valued at approximately $540,000. Officials say that Bradley Ryder of Winter Haven, Florida. Hold on.
What's wrong?
Winter Haven. Oh
my God.
Doesn't that sound like such an epic? But it's ironic because it's Winter Haven in Florida.
It's the only cold part?
I guess it's like the crusty white part of the dick in Florida because Florida
Or
looks
maybe
like a
just
dick.
everyone there is like, winter's coming.
No, not really, because we fucking live in Florida. There's
I
an
see
alligator.
dragons when I wait outside more
Those
than an
are
hour.
dragons. Those are fucking alligators.
Dun 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 dun. Read the rest of the article. I'll just do that.
I can't.
I'm a good actor.
You are. Right.
Orange juice thief.
Officials say that Bradley Ryder of Winter Haven, Florida, agreed to 3 contracts to harvest local citrus groves in
Oh
March.
shit! Citrus groves on the jump off.
In March 2014, according to a news release published Friday. Ryder, 61, who is not a licensed citrus, try and say that, licensed citrus dealer.
Licensed citrus dealer nailed it.
Harvested oranges and grapefruits from the groves, but never paid the groves owners, according to authorities. Florida Commissioner of Agriculture, Adam Putnam.
Oh shit!
I like that
Adam
name.
putting out. Stole some oranges, putting out.
Said that Ryder raked in nearly 50,000 boxes of fruit from 5 different growers. He was booked in the Polk County Jail on charges of scheme to defraud, grand theft, and dealing citrus without a license.
Awesome.
That was written by... There's no fucking... Oh, God, don't play. All right, I got sweaty hands. Videos playing
Sweaty
for some
hands,
reason on my tablet.
Sweaty hands. Why are they so? I'm just gonna sing the.
It was
rest of the
written
show.
by Stephen Hoffer.
Stephen Hoffer,
senior editor, Huffington Post.
That one joke was duty.
What, the
that
orange
joke
you
was
in
booty.
some trouble?
Booty.
Ugh.
Hashtag booty. Hashtag booty.
Unlike O.J. Simpson, this guy was caught. Like, that would have been funnier, and that was complete dog shit. You know?
that was super bad.
Right?
Super bad.
Terrible.
Let's talk about New York Comic Con, and we'll talk with our special guest who's calling in next on 6and60.net. We remind you that this episode is brought to you by a bunch of people, but most importantly us. Go to iTunes, rate, comment, subscribe. Go to... Yes? You had a question? You put up your finger.
No. It'll be something that I ask you later after this.
Fine. Go to our Twitter. Go to our Facebook. Go to all our shit.
Sorry for ruining that train of comedy.
We are on YouTube. We
Comedy
are on
train.
all...
Fucking goddamn Gerard on the tracks again. That motherfucker. Yes.
The mustache points are back. Yes. I'm going to pee, but secretly people will think I just hit stop. Except I'm going to leave in this quick narration about my urine. Watch, right now I have urine. The das is gone. I fucking told you, people. Now my bladder empty. That's magic. That's podcast magic. I said my bladder was full. Boom.
So your bladder looked up at you when you're in the bathroom because your bladder comes out when you pee.
Yeah.
You're just that type.
There's something wrong with me.
And it emptied, and it said to you, "Bye, Felicia."
Damn it. Ladies and gentlemen, joining us via satellite. I think cell phones work through satellites, right? Probably.
Magic
and
Space
satellites.
magic.
Jon Rivera making his glorious return to 6 and 60. Johnny boy, how you doing?
What's up, fellas?
What's up, kid? Let's start with the easy stuff, man. You got something to plug? Plug it away.
Oh yeah, we got beginning on October 10th, running through the first couple of weeks of even November. For those who are late getting to the party, we have Addams Family opening up at CM Performing Arts Center at the Noel Ruiz Theater in Oakdale, New York.
It's I will say this. I've seen a lot of shows.
No.
Exactly. I'm not gonna snap for you. You have to do your own snapping.
No.
Stop. No, bad.
Bye, Felicia.
And he's stuck. And he's stuck in a loop. I will say this. Long Island Theater, I have seen a ton of shows, a lot less than a lot of people get suckered into, including poor Gerard. I think he saw when I did my last show, I think he saw it 41 times.
I saw
he was the only one.
Producers and Urinetown.
And you loved me.
I was a fan of
You
Urinetown,
thought I was
actually.
great. Anything I'm in, you
It was
think
just
I'm great.
Charlie emptying his bladder on stage
Exactly.
and going, "You're in town, bitch."
That's kind of the joke from the show. What I love about the Noel Ruiz Theater at CM Performing Arts Center is they really do have probably the most reasonable prices. It's such a great theater, and it's right next to a bar.
Yeah,
So
because
worst
when you
case
come see
scenario.
me, you never pay for tickets. I always get you covered.
Oh yeah, that
So
adds
the
up.
price of
That's why I
zero
like
is
it.
pretty good.
Yeah, it's kind
So
of wonderful.
when you're in the
I meant for
green
like
every
Herbs
time.
like Gerard, who will have to pay.
You do realize that the price tag of zero does not apply to the general public.
I am fully aware. I am fully
All right.
aware, and I if it was free
I'm
to
still
everyone,
paying for something.
if it was free to everyone, I wouldn't want to go. Because I don't do that. I need people spending hard-earned money. Because I spent all my money trying to win that fucking 50-50 raffle, and I've yet to win it. I want to
Gambling
make
is a
money
problem.
seeing
You
a
need
show.
help.
It'd be sweet. No, nothing on
Yep.
that? Don't want me to
Nah,
win
nah.
money? Real nice. Exactly right.
I will tell
You
you this, though, and
flatlined.
Gerard would appreciate this more than most. I am rocking a legitimately dope mustache.
Me too.
It's gorgeous.
It's probably so
Legitimate.
much, not probably, definitely better than every
It's-
mustache ever conceived, except for Bob's Burgers.
Yes.
Dare I call it a push broom
Oh.
mustache?
It
It's pretty
put
sweet.
me.
I want a push broom,
it
but I
filled
can't
me
do
with
it.
shame
I can't do a push broom.
because
You
genetically,
have to text me a picture after this.
John and I are made up of the same shit.
Yeah.
My mustache.
Well, you get that just
pales
that
in comparison.
suave, spick hair, and I hate you.
You get that genetically inferior cracker hair. Adds up.
This show has devolved into mustache porn almost immediately.
Isn't that always the
and
way?
KKK radio with my comment. That spick hair.
I don't.
That luscious spick hair. Like, how can you compliment and bash an entire race all in one sentence?
That's actually the most common racism I've endured in my life.
You have
it's
luscious
been like
spick hair.
my whole life has been surrounded by awkward moments, like someone patting an Asian friend on the back and saying, "You don't drive that bad." It's all like that horrible, subtle racism that makes me feel shitty.
But it's
inside.
complimentary at the same time. It's just bad.
At work this week, I had a woman pull me aside because I was coaching someone.
Yeah.
She pulled me aside to tell me that like this woman one time got mugged. And I was like, oh, so it's, she's probably jumpy. And she was like, and it was by a Spanish person. I was like, wait a second, bitch. This did not need to include that at all. At no point did
So
you
when
say
when you were coaching her, were you holding like scissors in your hand and just waving them?
I literally
vigorously and just being like,
I put on a bandana. And I was like, "Órale, vato! Chimichanga!"
So your TPS reports,
yeah, it was
need to be.
It was
and you
the
just started
most,
stabbing
it was
the TPS
kind of
report
the most
with the
insulted
pen.
I've been in recent memory, and it was like this horrible, subtle, racist white bitch way.
That's awful.
I ran to every Mexican.
I
would have
fucking went to
Dominican
HR or
and
whatever with that.
It wasn't honestly, it wasn't worth it, but it was just like a real weird moment of me being like, "Huh, I did not know this person was a piece of shit."
No, but like,
and now I know.
It could have just ended with like, she was mugged
She got
once.
mugged once. If you wanna,
Period.
If you wanna,
if she said period, she should have said period.
If you want to add description, Gerard, you could have been like by a guy. Did she? She had to literally be like,
assume like
your Rivera-ness will offend her.
No, but
Spicky.
most of the time you would assume like it was by a guy. Like, how many women mug people? You know what
I
mean?
have only been mugged by women.
Okay.
Emotionally mugged.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
But like that was such
feelings don't count.
it was such an unnecessary qualifier. Like
It really, it was a real bad.
She
moment
was
in my
mugged
life.
once by a Spanish guy. Like, no, just you should have had period.
I kind of
right
wish
after
she went
once.
further and mentioned everything about me. Where she was like, she got mugged.
Like,
once
what was he eating fucking
by a man with a beard and brown eyes,
and he was eating beans
and wood glasses, and had his chin goatee in a stupid tie.
His name
and he
was
was wearing a
probably
hockey
Lopez.
jersey and wearing shorts and Converse
That's
and
fucking
ankle
terrible.
socks and
Wait a
Hanes
minute.
underpants.
Kevin Smith mugged this lady's friend.
He's not Hispanic, silly. The most ridiculous thing,
wishes.
though, I do. The most ridiculous fact about the show is we were invited to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
What
You
the
know it.
fuck is going on? We're going to Comic-Con.
I know.
For free.
Somebody
You
call
deserve it.
hell. It should be getting cold down there.
I'm
pretty
saying
soon.
right now, Adolf is skating.
Do you know how many
in that
pussies
fire
I
of
made
hell.
wet with this show? Like, it's amazing. Like, I'm actually now proud. Like, when I
You
first
can't
heard it was
even make Jen's pussy wet.
When I
Who are
first-
you lying to?
when I first heard, I was like, oh, I turned off like 4 women. I was like, oh man, that sucks. Then I heard like 10, then like 20. Then once it gets like in the hundreds, it's like, fuck yeah, I made those pussies dry. Yeah, they're all of the dry
You are
because of me. Like
you
now
are
I'm
the
proud
desert.
of that fact. Yeah.
You are the desert that is fucking
Yeah.
terrible pussy dryness.
Gerard the Sahara Nolan.
Yeah, it's fine with that.
Oh, done. Next year's t-shirts.
Fine.
Dunsky.
Fine.
John, what are you looking forward to most at Comic-Con?
Well, you know what? As our cross promotion dictates,
Indeed.
I have a laundry list of New York Comic Con exclusives that we have to pick up as long as my shots, because there's so much awesome shit that is only going to be available there, or at least going to be available there before any place else, and limited quantities. So it's going to be almost like a friggin' scavenger hunt.
And pretty much everyone.
I'll be doing that with John. Oh yeah. All the pops.
all the
All
pops.
the pops.
Oh man, I don't even want to say what's included on my list, but the one thing that I'll put out there, and you know, I know that there's going to be a lot of people on that tip already, but the Funko Pop Vinyl Iron Throne is just, I mean, it's instant chubby inducing.
See,
It's
I
unreal.
got more excited for the Fry and Leela in the alternate universe, like that.
Yeah.
Those
that's,
versions
that's
of them.
more your sensibility.
Yeah,
Well, you know, but also the
f-
Batman v Superman setup is fucking pretty amazing.
Now, I don't know
Well,
if
that
that's
was
going
San
to be
Diego.
available in New
No,
York.
No,
but
no,
if
no.
it
They would
is-
have announced it. That's gonna be. That
Oh,
was just.
I kind of caught the underpinnings that is exactly what was happening.
I mean, it might. You never know. This is,
They have a
'cause that
list on their
wouldn't be-
website.
well, but that list is for exclusives, and it wouldn't be an exclusive at this point.
Well,
what
if
they would be
they
selling
were
is the
if
standard.
they were selling this, if they made it a standard and they were selling it, awesome. I doubt they're gonna do it because
I will
it was
right now.
well
bet
because San
you-
Diego Comic Con had their own exclusives. Now New York Comic Con has their
Yeah,
own
but-
exclusives. I
Right.
feel like
It
the
wasn't an
Batman.
exclusive though. It was a first. It was a first.
Right,
to
it was
market.
first to market, but I feel like it'd be a dick move if Funko
Totally.
did that and had it in New York. I think
Well,
they're going to be released
I'll tell you this
before
right now.
the movie, way after Comic Con.
tell you
I'm
this
calling
right
it
now.
now.
Maybe they're available as singles for the first time in New York. Maybe that's the
Maybe.
Maybe.
But I'll tell you this.
Bitch.
Here's a fact. Last year, New York Comic Con number of attendees outnumbered San Diego. I think we're gonna do it
Yeah.
again.
Oh, we'll definitely.
San
We're
Diego
going
took
to
back their
and I
record. We're gonna
think
fucking
this
take it.
year,
do it
I'm
every
pretty
year
sure
now.
this year that in terms of square footage, it's official. You know, I mean, it'll have to have happened first for them to
Yeah.
make the kind of official announcement, but I'm pretty sure they expect this year to be for it to officially pass by San Diego as the biggest, convention.
Which I love that that's gonna be in New York, because
Well,
the
yeah, of
truth
course.
is San
It's the center
Diego
of
is
the universe.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know, New
Right.
York is kind of where this whole fucking thing really took off, which is why it breaks my heart a little bit that that DC isn't here anymore.
Mm.
But where one giant falls,
Yeah, but Read U.S.
a
Comics is here.
small empire will
Motherfucker.
build.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll be the
Motherfucker.
first. We'll
See,
we'll
John
be,
caught that. You just went random.
Oh no, I was gonna build off it, son.
Yeah,
I was
buddy.
gonna build off it. I have my dream list is ridiculous because I was joking with John last time we were in the city that I would love an office in the city. Like I would just fucking crash there. It'd be where I do everything. But it's expanded since then.
Mad Men
It's-
style,
it's-
just fucking random
yes.
bitches drinking a fucking coffee and a cigar or scotch
Yeah,
rather.
no, just Scotch. Coffee.
Scotch on the rocks.
Charlie just
I'm
in
the
the U.S.
dick that
Comics office draping all over everything.
See, I'd be the odd draper. I'd be drinking coffee, talking to my secretary about
You
my
wouldn't be a
fucking
draper.
wife.
You'd be that poor fuck who went bald like season
No,
2.
I'm not going bald, motherfucker.
No, I'm gonna make you go bald. I'm
God
gonna
damn it! Yes,
pay
you
you
are.
to tear your own hair out because you'd be my
Gerard,
coffee bitch.
Gerard can be the big-breasted receptionist.
Oh,
Oh,
done.
nice.
Don't call
You're gonna
me.
marry a nerd though,
call
which
me
is super
Caitlin.
confusing.
Call me Caitlin.
Done, Caitlin. I mean, the best part about Comic-Con for me, it's like-minded people kind of gathering, and don't get me wrong, there's definitely some fucking creeps, there's definitely some assholes there, but the number of awesome people that I encounter and the amount
I
the amount
yeah.
of high-fiving and T-shirt pointing out.
Right.
John and I, along with his lovely wife and one of her good friends, we went out to a Renaissance fair a couple weeks ago.
Went to a Ren fair?
Yeah, it was
Wow.
The
fun.
Ren Fair, yeah.
But my favorite part was every other person mentioned my Game of Thrones jersey, and
Mhm.
every person mentioned my brother's Game of Thrones T-shirt, which was what did the shirt say, John?
It was done in the kind of the classic and very well known now Game of Thrones font from the HBO promotional stuff. So it's like instantly recognizable, but it's real simple. It was I had had a raven, had a crow towards the top of the T-shirt, and it said "Crows before hoes," because that is just
Dynamite,
official
dynamite, and glorious.
official policy for those suckers.
That brings my inner Seth Rogen out.
Yeah, it was pretty solid. I mean, and you know what? It's like a nice cross pollination of the people that were digging on it. You know, it wasn't just like dudes, but it was just it's just like the secret knock. It's like a secret handshake.
Did some like
amongst like-minded people, like, hey man, I get that.
was
Hey, that means you're all right.
was there at least one guy that took it a little too far and just came up to you and been like, just looking at it, and like the gaze, like what's his name from Mallrats, trying to fucking figure
Right.
out the sailboat and that fucking computerized painting. It was just looking
Yeah, I
at it.
definitely caught some lookers. Like, I felt like the big-breasted receptionist because I
No,
definitely
but
caught some people just staring at my chest. But
I'm waiting
like,
for
hey,
like
my eyes are up here, buddy.
no, but like one guy reading it, like, and getting that gaze, and then he finally gets it and thinks about it. And he's with like his girlfriend. He's like, yeah, man, yeah, and then punches his fucking girlfriend in the face.
You know what's my favorite
Like,
part?
knocks the funnel
Yeah.
cake out of her hand.
Fucking
Fuck
crows
you, bitch.
before hoes, and then he tries to give you a hug, and you're like, too far, too
No,
far,
man,
man.
not
It's
at
a
all.
fucking T-shirt.
You
Now
know
go
what?
pick up that funnel cake.
You know what? Actually, my favorite
Pickle
part,
barrel.
my
Oh.
favorite part of the Renaissance Fair and this experience compared to New York Comic Con, my favorite part of it is you think a shirt like that,
Mm.
if it was going to have any reactions, it would of course be people thinking it was clever and funny.
Yeah.
I would presume that there would be people that were like, oh, calling women hoes is not cool, because that's the fucking environment we live in now. When
Right.
I tell you, Gerard,
There were zero
it
people.
wasn't
0%.
really guys
Mm.
that stopped dead in their track. Multiple women asked John
Yeah.
to take a photo of his shirt.
Mm.
A woman literally grabbed
Did you
me.
like make the shirt yourself? Like,
No,
where
it's
did
just
you
the
No,
find
coolest
that?
not at
shirt he
all.
found.
Nice.
See,
that's cool,
plural.
man. Yeah.
At least two women
At least
grabbed
two.
me by the back of my jersey,
Yeah.
or were so loud, like people stopped and were like, Jay Snow has to be Jon Snow. What is, and like
Right.
you hear these conversations, and yeah, you know me, I'm relatively friendly. I was in
Yeah.
a great mood because I was with some of my favorite people. That's a feeling you can only get when it's that sort of fucking ultra positive
Yeah.
vibe. And that's what I always look forward to most about Comic-Con. It's you look around,
See, I
and
never,
if you're grabbing
yeah.
a Daredevil t-shirt, there's 9,000 people that want to talk about Daredevil with you.
Yeah.
See, it's funny. I went to a Ren fair fucking years ago, and my
Is it really
my
funny, or are you lying to me
ex-girlfriend-
again?
no, my ex-girlfriend. I went with her, and it was a whole big thing. It was like one of the first like pseudo vacations, big boy shit. We drove our car, we got a hotel, all that shit, and she was decked out, all like to the nines. Like, that was one thing I do have to give her credit for. Like, she was pretty good at that shit and trying to be like historically accurate and whatnot. She didn't have her tits out because they didn't really do that back then.
Boo.
Whatever.
She didn't go full wench.
No, but I just wore fucking, because I didn't know, but I just wore fucking shorts and some metal band T-shirt.
Right.
And I had fun. I had people stop me. Some people tried fucking with me, like, "What is the Pantera you speak of?" Just being really funny. It's like, I'll have 5 pickles out of the pickle barrel, sir.
He's like, look, motherfucker, I'm here for the giant turkey leg,
Yeah,
not for your attitude.
There's some moments where I got like, all right, come on, man, like, just let's move on. But and then after that, I was like, I want to go, like, the next Ren fair. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get someone to do it with me, and I want to dress up like fucking, with the Star Trek, get a Star Trek shirt and pretend like we landed there and are ultra confused, like alternate universe, or like wear a like full out stormtrooper, fucking balls to the wall, expensive armor suit, and wear that just to be funny, and because it's just that type
People
of
have done it.
just
People have
that
done it, and
type
it's
of
always hilarious.
right. It's
Well,
just
there
that
was,
type of hilarity and like
there was one or two.
camaraderie.
There was one or two Doctor Who's we saw, right, Charlie?
We saw a couple Doctor Who's.
Nice.
What else did we see that was
See,
definitely from the
that's
future?
pretty
no,
cool.
the guy that fucking took home the trophy though was the decked out in like authentic medieval type archer gear, except that he was a wolf. He was like
It was awesome.
like giant wolf head, furry paws,
Nice.
like the big eyes, big
The
ass
wolf
snout.
had
So
one
he's- I'm
missing eye.
So it was like a
Yeah,
war
I
game.
was
He
like,
had a scar.
I'm like, you're an archer, but you're also a wolf as
Yeah.
well as also.
Yeah, so
It
like
was-
you're like a double like uber
You're
threat.
two things, and they're
Yeah.
both fucking awesome.
That's awesome. That's fucking see that's what's cool about it, and it's not the type of community like that's no, it's
Again,
a
this
red
is like-
fair.
And I know the stereotype is that they're all fucking herbs, but again, same with New York Comic Con. No,
Yeah.
honestly, I do think it's probably the
Oh,
most
they're-
diverse. I
oh,
saw
it
every
absolutely is
ethnicity.
the most
I
diverse.
saw every type.
Yeah.
I smelled every type of smell. There
Well,
was
that-
horrid smelling nerds,
Yeah.
great smelling nerds. There was a couple really cool shows.
I look forward to Comic Con every year, and it's gonna be fucking boring.
I cannot.
I want to wear.
cannot wait.
I want to wear.
And you know what it is?
Mm.
Everybody's just there to have a great time. You're
Yeah.
like everybody's on the same page, even if you're not all into necessarily the same shit. And you're up for a debate, or you're up for like a fact check, or
Yeah.
you're whatever the reason why, like whatever your personal agenda is. Ultimately, it's underscored. Everybody's just like looking forward to being there, and they're just ready to fucking have an awesome time. I don't think anybody's ever in the history of New York Comic Con gone there begrudgingly,
Well,
It's-
like with their
and-
arms crossed across their chest and like,
what happened?
Fuck.
You're
place.
one
Yeah.
good Power Girl cosplay away
Yeah.
from a smile on your face.
What happened
Right.
2 years ago? My first Comic Con, and it was the second day. So I brought. We had an extra ticket. We brought my brother-in-law, and he's a grumpy fuck all the time around people. He's even worse. And his whole thing is he loves Spider-Man. He grew up Spider-Man. Fucking he like you and Charlie love Superman. He loves Spider-Man. And I was like, dude, just
probably
come.
why we're so grumpy.
Yeah. Fucking Peter Parker, whiny little bitch. But anyway, so I brought him to New York Comic Con. I was like, just come, it'll be a good time, blah blah blah. And the whole fucking train ride, he's a little bitch. The whole fucking walk there, he was a little bitch. Waiting online, he's a little bitch. And we walk in, he's like, these fucking people, it's so fucking crowded, and blah blah blah. As soon as I took him to Artist Alley, as soon as he bought a fucking print from this artist, did Spider-Man, he was looking at all this Spider-Man shit. He was getting all into it. Even him, the grumpiest, mumbliest motherfucker, my future brother-in-law, was fucking floating on clouds when we were leaving. He fucking loved it. He couldn't wait to go back. He even fucking came up with this impossible fucking goal. It's like, I'm going to lose some weight, and then I'm going to come back. I'm going to fucking dress up like Black Spidey. It's going to be great. Yeah, 2 years fucking later,
It's
you
hard
gain
to lose
more
weight.
weight.
Wait a second. Why are you fat shaming? Fat shaming. You're in trouble.
But
now.
even him, he fucking it's a great fucking time.
It is just-
and I never even met like you got the pushy people, you got the
yeah, there's
the
plenty of assholes.
but like
they're just
but
outnumbered.
I never in the 2 years. This will be my third year going, so I guess I'm past rookie now somewhat.
You're like
This will be my
Division
first
3.
full. This will be my first full year, all 4 days. I haven't met anyone that was like, "Hey man, fuck you! Like that shirt sucks. Why you like that?"
Other than
It's
me.
always been like, "Hey man, that's cool." No bullshit.
That's
It's
awesome.
fun.
I mean, and again, it's the most magical time of the year for me. I cannot wait.
I got some
Uh,
money put off this. It's actually in
nice.
my. I got some money off to the sides.
Nice.
Right? Yeah.
I got
can't wait.
money.
Can't
We're
wait.
seeing Kevin Smith, which of course.
Oh,
is
I
always,
forgot about that.
I'm gonna be jealous of how fucking svelte he looks. But let's switch gears. We'll stay in the nerdy category. Have either of you ever used Snapchat?
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you ever accidentally texted your boss your titties?
Yes.
Today? No.
There was a woman who was trying to send a Snapchat to her
Son of a
boyfriend,
bitch. That was
and
me.
she did not. She sent it to her boss with the caption, "What you're missing this weekend?" Smiley face, nipple, just living the dream.
Is there a picture of it?
Not exposed.
Damn it.
Terrible.
Did
Her
she get a
boss-
raise? Then
her-
she has no reason to bitch.
Her boss slipped her a note the next day. It said, "Hi, you probably don't mean to send this to me, but please be more careful. I am your boss." Raises this question: why is she friends on Snapchat with her boss?
Yeah.
That's weird.
What type of a spot was it?
Honestly,
What was that, John?
What type of a spot was it? Like, what type of business?
I didn't say.
Oh, right. Well,
See-
that would, I think that would be somewhat of a factor, you know. I
that
don't imagine that it was IBM.
That'd be
I
amazing
agree.
if it was.
I
though.
agree because I'm friends on Facebook with all my coworkers, my area manager. If I had my DMs, he doesn't have Facebook, but I'd probably friend him because I
On
don't.
Snapchat though?
No, on Facebook.
Who the fuck's talking about Facebook?
No, I'm saying like social media and whatnot, like
I'm talking about a
Snapchat.
place where you're supposed to send titty
That's
pictures.
that's what Snapchat is for. Like
Snapchat is for I will be ashamed of this photo in 6 seconds.
Like people have Snapchat and don't use it for fucking 10-second sucking dick
my buddy
videos.
Craig, me and my brother have a friend Craig. Craig, I hope you're listening. You don't Snap every time I see my Snapchat go off,
It's
I
him
get
if
excited.
Yeah.
I think it might be a titty.
Yeah.
Then it's him bored at work.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, just text me that photo.
Just text me a picture of your dick.
No,
Like,
that
you're
is
just like,
not
come
what I
on,
want.
man. At least use it for what it is.
I don't
man.
like that at all. John, what's your favorite Star Wars movie?
Oh, Empire.
Empire, clearly
Yeah,
also
Empire.
my bet. Gerard,
that?
is it? Is it? It's,
Empire, maybe.
we all agree. Empire. It's amazing. Least goofy puppets.
That's the right answer.
It's the right movie.
That's not actually. There's no debate there.
It's very
It's not a
hard
question.
to argue it.
It's the reason why I love winter. And as soon as it starts snowing, I go in my bin, grab my Hoth Han and my fucking dewback thing. And wait, no, the dewback's from A New Hope.
The
Never mind.
dewbacks are what ruined the special edition.
What was the I can't remember their names, but the little horsey llama camel things. I take those. And
Tauntaun.
thank you.
welcome.
And my
you think they
and-
smelled bad on the
on the outside. But I take those and I play in the fucking snow like I'm fucking 26 again, man. It's amazing.
What's your least favorite Star Wars movie?
Fucking- oh man,
Anything but Empire.
Clone Wars.
Clone Wars, your least
yeah.
favorite? What
Even
about you, John?
Menace can't be because it
Um,
has Maul in it. So
Yeah, see, that's Gerard brings up a good sticking point because the
Yeah,
fight
it did.
between Qui-Gon and
Hold on,
Obi-Wan and
hold on.
Maul.
Gerard
let me soak that
is
in
the
for a minute.
happiest
Hold
ever
on.
that you. Why
My
would
smile
you do this
ear
to
to
me?
ear,
Dude,
literally.
he looks like
I was
the
like,
Joker because
I
you
got
said
so
he did
smug.
good.
I was like,
It literally.
John agreed with
it
me.
was the worst
Fuck you, Charlie.
transformation I've ever seen. You just
Someone's
ruined the
got a
dynamic of the
ringtone.
show. Please continue your point.
No, that
Thud.
just that one sequence
drop.
by itself borderline salvages the entire fucking movie because you can sit through the terribleness. You're like, no, but it's gonna get so much better so soon. Just wait a minute. That fight and the music hitting is just dynamic. It's just so good.
It really does. And ideally, I think I've said it before. You don't need to be that close to the mic, Gerard. I'll kill you. I took it away. Everything John gave you, I took away. The problem with the prequel trilogy
It's
is
a
really
dream.
you can cut it up into a pretty decent movie and a half.
Except for Clone Wars, man. That shit is. I wish I could just wish it away.
The
Really,
the-
Lucas,
the
and your
Jango-
dialogue.
The Jango Fett stuff is cool though.
Yeah, it was. But still, man. As soon as
It's
Anakin
tough.
was like,
It's tough.
I wish I could just wish it. You little bitch! You're
Yeah.
fucking supposed to
Yeah,
be the greatest
seriously.
Jedi that ever lived. Fuck
Yeah, just
you.
The whole arc, the whole Anakin arc. It's a credit to how awesome Darth Vader was as
Fucking
Darth
whiny-
Vader.
Ugh.
Because knowing where he came from, you just want to say, "Fuck you." You
Like,
suck.
he could have been like a rebellious character and not
Yeah.
like a teen, angsty Twilight
It's just
character. You know, he
Right.
could have just
He
been a
makes
very
Luke in the beginning of A New Hope look like a macho man. Like
yeah.
well,
you
even
I
don't
think
fucking.
that's the
And
problem, though.
he was the original whiny bitch of the universe.
yeah, but
I
he
think
wasn't
the
even that
pro-
bad.
No,
He
was
but
bad.
I'm not saying he wasn't bad. I'm saying he wasn't even that bad. I feel like he was more
Well,
just
now he wasn't that bad by comparison, but
but he had a
at the
good excuse.
time,
Like he
like,
didn't know who his mother or father was.
No,
He-
sir. That fucking special brand of whiny acting
yeah,
is borderline
That
a
was-
miracle.
that was some Laguna Beach level whining bullshit.
It was you, no Jen for 6 months.
I feel like
destitute, hands ruined from self pleasure.
oh,
Yeah,
God.
but I could get Pelican beauty. Shut up, you fucking jerk.
Oh, that's awesome.
Anakin just should have been a rebellious, angry,
He could have been a lot of
dicky.
things.
You know,
He should
that
have been
would have
like
been
almost
good.
he
Not
almost should have been
whiny
like
whiny.
like a little. He should have been like a little fuck to begin with. He should have been like the type of kid that burned dance with with magnifying lenses.
Yeah,
and
he should
It's
he
that
should
type
have
of
been
kid.
like one of those dickheads from like The
Yeah.
Simpsons that always fuck with Bart. You know,
Yeah,
that
he should have
type
been
of
like
character.
he should have been like a little sociopath from the Jump Street.
And
Yeah.
what you
Like,
could
he should have been a
Just saw him get
Nelson.
worse
what
and
you
worse.
could have done with that is then you could have, in the first movie, you could have justified it that he was doing it all for his mother. He could have been a pickpocket.
Sure.
Yeah,
He could have been a bully. He could have been whatever the fuck.
yeah, because
Because you can the thing I love about Vader is even in the proper trilogy, it is an arc about a guy who
Yeah.
fucking did everything wrong for a good purpose, and in the last second does something right.
Yeah.
Vader's still a cunt. He blew
Yeah.
up a planet.
well, yeah, he could have.
No,
Well,
he didn't. Vader didn't blow up the planet.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He didn't exactly
He was a little
discourage
bitch.
it.
Well,
Tarkin did it.
he could have been.
Ah.
They had such a good he doesn't know who his dad is. Let's make it like he doesn't know right from wrong because he doesn't have a strong
See, I hate
male
that
model.
Too, though. I hate that I hate the Jesus angle.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That was
He
It's
was
not-
divine.
no.
He was divinely.
I'm not. No. I'm not talking about the fucking I'm not playing off the he doesn't have a father, divine conception type of thing. I'm saying like he doesn't know who his father. He
He
thinks
didn't
has
have a father.
yeah, he
present
doesn't
type
have a
of deal.
father, so he doesn't have a male figure in his
But
life,
my,
so he
but
doesn't
my
know
point is,
right from wrong. I'm
but
not.
My point is,
Fuck that
that's like-
Jesus shit.
That could have. I think it should have been simpler. He should have known his dad, and his dad should have fucking bounced. That's way worse
Yeah.
than not knowing your dad.
Or, you know what, set it up
Yeah.
or leave yourself the out like Lucas never does, of just having it be like the fact that, okay, it's specifically unknown so that you can revisit that shit later on. Because at that point, then who, Anakin's father is a raging question that
Perhaps it's Palpatine.
you can go back to, you know what I mean? Something
Palpatine's a
that-
good answer. I think it's a good answer. Fuck you, Gerard. Just like laughed off my Palpatine's
No, because
wrinkled
I'm thinking
cock.
it was like Palpatine as his father. It's just that fucking wrinkly fucking his mom. Like that's just weird.
He wasn't
You
wrinkly.
just
He
see-
got burned.
You just
He got
see like a
electrocuted.
flesh-colored
He got burned.
California raisin plowing away at his forehead.
An albino California raisin.
Delightful. You keep getting so close to the mic, Gerard.
I'm sorry.
I know you're excited that you hear my brother's
I'm-
voice.
it's-
You did so
it's-
good for almost 2
it's
hours. Now
dead.
you're munching on it. Good
boy.
You did. You're only hurting me. No one is being hurt
Like,
but me.
that new mic smell.
Exactly. So Hayden Christensen, a lot of people
smell good.
blame. I've always blamed it was a terrible script because I've seen him okay and shit. He's not my choice for a Vader
What,
type.
Looper?
But I don't
Anakin
think he's
Skywalker?
horrible.
No, not Looper.
He's pretty bad. I've only ever seen him in one thing where he was good, and that was that Shattered Glass movie. I
Yeah.
thought the reporter just made up his own stories.
Yeah. That was just a cool movie.
It was a good flick, and he was not bad at it. But you know what the thing is, and Charlie, as a sometimes actor, and maybe more often now, but
he was fucking hoping.
you know when you're looking at some shit, and it's kind of your responsibility at that point. You're like, God damn, I got to try to polish this turd up a little bit.
I have 51 questions. Must I be this much of a bitch?
Yeah, I mean, he launched himself into it. And, oh God, what's her face from Black Swan and Thor and all that
Oh,
stuff?
Natalie Portman.
Natalie Portman. Here's this girl. She's a fantastic actress. Like, everybody acknowledges it. She's like Ivy League educated. So this girl knows what's going on. I mean, she was a better actress at like, 12, 13 years old in the hell's that movie, Charlie, with the French
The
guy?
Professional.
The Professional. She's a better actress in that movie than most adults are after a full career. She's dynamite in it. You could see if you like. That's the best part about this new triple high def everything. You can actually pause and see the moment in her eyes when she realizes this is Drek. This, I may have just fucked my whole career. Like, I'm pretty sure it's like 4 minutes in. They have her dressed up like some kind of space geisha.
It is.
And
It is
you
just.
you
I
can
really
hit the
like
pause
Natalie
button and just see her heart shattering. She's
But
like, "Oh,
But that's the
good thing I
point.
got
Is
my
everyone
degree."
loves her. Well, what really could you imagine being in the fucking trailer getting dressed, and they're like, "Here's your outfit." You're just like,
Right.
uh.
It's like, what?
I even
This,
imagine Sam Jackson getting like, they're like, "And your saber's gonna be purple."
No, he chose that.
Dude, that's
Right.
the problem.
He chose his hilt and his fucking lightsaber color.
That is the dumbest shit
because
I've
he's
ever heard.
fucking
and that is
awesome.
on his part. What a way to set back the fucking civil rights
The
movement
cause.
single-handedly. He's like, yeah, let me get purple. You know what?
It
Make
was
And
the
I'm
hilt
gonna
out of
and I'm gonna
chicken
yell
bone.
when I go down on a motherfucker. I'm gonna scream grape rage, and
all he needed was gold teeth and a
Oh,
fucking
God.
bedazzled
that
hilt.
would
wrong with
have
him?
that would have I
I gotta get a great saber.
dare,
It's
dare
the only one.
It's
There's
the
not
only
one
one.
green bitch in the galaxy that helped him out.
Yeah, because he's the only black Jedi.
Terrible. I say all this to say this: Hayden Christensen is gonna be in the new Star Wars film.
It's
And I
no
am
longer a
so
rumor. It's
scared.
definitely
Got
happening.
confirmed. A set went down. They filmed something.
He's
in
just
this.
gonna be a blue fucking, like Yoda and all that
It's
shit when
still
they're
a
dead.
weird
I don't
reminder.
know about that because the version of the story that I saw said specifically that it was like a fight training process that they had him going through. So I feel that it might be something more in lines of a flashback, maybe some kind of reference to the active Clone Wars, because that's one of the things that going into or just preceding the Disney purchase, where things were going, seemed to be moving in the right direction for the Star Wars franchise, especially coming out of the shitty first three, the newer ones rather, was the fact that they had the animated Clone Wars series, which
which was
I
awesome.
mean, universally is very, very well received. It's good.
They
It's good.
haven't failed with those CG animated shows.
I only liked the movie was good, and when I saw the Clone Wars movie, the animated movie, I was like, "This has got to be a start off for a TV show."
Yeah, see, that's what I hated about it. It wasn't.
That's what
standalone.
I hated about it. But I was like, "This feels like a fucking long TV
pilot.
show." And
Yeah.
then fucking all of a sudden, the TV show comes out, and the first season I enjoyed. The second season was meh.
Yeah,
I
see,
didn't like it.
I know it's
First
not
season
really
was
for
eh.
us. It's like that new show Rebels.
I like the
isn't really for
cartoon
me.
Clone Wars, which I owned. Like that wasn't even that bad. It felt like Star Wars meets Powerpuff Girls meets Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah.
It
But
was,
though,
I
like
liked it.
if you look at it, you can look at some of those story arcs is just in just the terms of the episode descriptions, and you're like, oh, so that's what happens. And for me, sometimes that's good enough. Like sometimes I don't care as much so much as in the delivery system as okay, well, what's the story? And that's where Star Wars is kind of unique. Where after those original movies came out, the three, 4, 5, 6 came out, you had kind of like a fracture in the storytelling timelines. Not even the timelines, but just the different avenues, because you had the comic books, which were their own individual thing, and then you had this you had the novels that came out, which some were significantly better than others, not just because of the authors, but because
But what's scary
of
is
the
they
of the
all run
continuity that they
canon.
used.
No, they don't.
Well, yeah.
They killed all of that stuff.
They
Well, the
killed.
problem is that they almost immediately began contradicting one another. because it wasn't as if they said, okay, here, Gerard, you're a good author, and we know you really love this material. This is ultimately where we want these story arcs to go. Go ahead and get us there.
Mm.
Rather than that, they said, oh, here, 50 people, we, you're all right, and you work pretty
Yeah.
cheap. Let's make some money. So,
Mm.
you had sometimes, and I read a ton of them, as many of them as I could get my hands on, and then, of course, all the comic books as well. So you had the comic books talking about events that happened after Return of the Jedi, going in one direction, and you're like, oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, great. And then the books going off in a completely different direction. Sometimes they shared character names with different descriptions.
Ugh.
Sometimes they shared titles of events with different end results. It was like it was the most ridiculous kind of way to go about it. And ultimately, what ended up happening is people started saying, well, this is the version that I like.
Yeah.
That's canon. That's what happens.
Which is
You know, you
notorious. It's the
it is
common
notorious,
denominator
yeah.
for all nerddom is we kind of
Right.
go the road we want to go.
Oh, for sure.
What's nice is the what I really like about them kind of getting rid of all that shit was we had everyone as cool as Han Solo, everyone as powerful as Vader now have been removed from the universe. Because as
Hmm.
much as I like Shadows of the Empire, he's Jedi Han Solo, that main
Yeah,
character.
yeah,
And that's
and
stupid.
yeah. Good point. I left out the video games. That's huge. The video games were
Amazing.
a lot of them were gorgeous, and they were like all hugely popular. But it's an entirely different continuity than any of the other two avenues. That's right. Technically, it's three directions that all that shit. So in other words, like you might have somebody like, let's say for Gerard, I'm going to use him as an example because I know you're a gamer. You might only know of anything that happens potentially after Jedi from the games that you played, and for some circumstances before, like your prehistory might be generated only from the games. So if I said to you, "Who's Grand Admiral Thrawn?" would you know what the fuck I'm talking about?
Nope.
Okay, and that's tremendous in the in the novels. Here you have a character who, in essence, picked up those pieces of the Empire and ran with it, and was in some cases 10 times fucking worse.
Yeah, and again, it's a great. I hope I hope they use those books as things they can borrow from and kind of reboot. This is a time where I think that word's super appropriate. But overall, I don't think anything can stop the mammoth that will be the new Star Wars. I know I felt this way when Episode One came out, but Episode One, even in the trailers, something felt weird because we all hated the special edition. I was educated enough by you, John, to know something was not right about it being
Yeah,
so CG. I wanted the models,
right.
I wanted the physical pieces in there, even if they were fucking miniatures. I didn't care if I saw green screen lines. I didn't care if I saw through parts of X-Wings. I didn't give a fuck. I knew it was a movie. I wanted it to look awesome, not necessarily real. And that CG shit didn't age well, but even at the time it was fucking old. Everything I see about the new Star Wars, and at this point I'm trying to avoid it, just looks so epic and
Yeah.
so old Hollywood in scale that I
Well,
just fucking I'm frothing
it
at the
looks
bit.
like part of it looks like the continuation of the great movies. Like they
Exactly.
couldn't look more different than the three most recent ones, but it seems like it's the familiarity. It's like you're back where you have something like this is what I loved. This is what it's about.
Exactly right. Very last thing, Gerard, what's your biggest fear from the new Star Wars film?
Fucking Anakin Skywalker.
What about it though? You think you could derail
Yeah. I wish I could just wish it away. Fuck you.
it? Fair
I'm
enough.
done with you,
John,
man.
biggest fear, new movie.
Fucking Jar Jar coming back too.
You know what? Just like we were talking about, how there's some things from the continued storylines and like the theories and stuff like that. My fear is that they're so adamant about not utilizing any of that stuff that they're going to leave some really, really good shit kind of on the cutting room floor
The
where they
good old
didn't make
money
it.
on the table.
yeah, there's so many theories about potentially where the family lines can go and all that jazz that I hope they touch on it. So
Yeah, me too, and I suspect that they will. Gerard has a finger up.
I was in a Disney store recently, and I got to finally see like the new merchandise.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! Have you guys seen the fucking Captain Phasma fucking helmet that does the
Yes.
voice changer? When you hit the try me, it does her voice. Oh my god! Because I love her from fucking Game of Thrones, and
Yeah,
her
she's awesome.
yeah, she's awesome. on
the
Game of
voice
Thrones.
though, it's like robotic, and I was like, I'm Star Wars, Game of Thrones. I don't know, like there's so many
hell
fucking
of a
like
crossover.
nerd senses going off, you
So
know,
I'd have
from
to be
here. Oh, it's
escorted out of
amazing.
the store.
Oh, I
Exactly
can't wait.
right. All the
I didn't
kids had
buy
to
it.
leave.
I mean, that was enough. You know,
Just experiencing it.
yeah.
I have only one fear, and that fear
Jar Jar.
is that
Jar Jar
I
coming
will be
back.
forced to see too much of it before I get to experience it. I feel like I'm gonna go the next day, first showing like a noon on Friday because no one else will fucking be there. Or at least
Bullshit.
compared to the
Good
midnight.
luck,
Compared to the midnight, you think the noon isn't going to be
dude.
a little bit better than the midnight?
I'm calling
Is it going to be worse than the midnight, motherfucker?
It's all gonna be bad, depending
That's
on when
not
it's
how
released.
it works. That's not the conversation
it.
we're having.
All of it. It's
So what am I supposed to wait a month? What are you out of
Yeah.
your fucking mind?
Wait till it's out on like fucking VHS. I
You
don't care.
are a dum-dum, and I hate you. For Jon Rivera coming live via the satellites, and then not live because, you know, we post these later. Gerard Nolan, he's still wearing his work shirt. He's flipping a magnet. He looks sleepy. I don't know what's going on in his goddamn mind. I'm Charlie Rivera. I am the host, so I say when the show's over, and it is fucking over, motherfuckers, to die.